can't press the button, and that's exactly how they were able to catch up Muchi down to the bot side of the map. But 4-minute mark on game number 1 and game number 2, sorry, and TT Global are looking to clean off this Tyrant so quickly.
And Tyrant has been secured for TT Global here, and with that fresh Tyrant, they are once again looking to invade this blue buff here. Burning Sun Arrow hits onto Waypit.
We are saying that these Burning Sun Arrows are connecting. It's going to go into Waypit for the Umbron Labors. It's predicted to split apart the team fight. The think inside the box is there to lock down the side of Nova Esports. So 1-1 trade is definitely the best case scenario here within that team fight for Nova.
But for TT Global here, they're definitely happy because securing that Azir Golem, securing that 1 kill here, and right now they're pressuring the mid T1 tower.
The mid T1 tower. I mean, this is a crucial objective for those new into the game. Trying to get that T1 in the mid lane means that your enemy's jungle becomes a little bit more available for yourself.
Right now, 2,000 gold lead, fresh for the side of TT Global here. They took back the control that they lost compared to game 1. Definitely a much cleaner execution coming in from TT Global in this game.
Much cleaner. Obviously, gold lead is definitely going to be one of those short indications that you're having a better early game, right? The fact that TT Global are ahead by around about, what, 2k gold difference, and now it's kind of only just going to keep going and snowballing at this point, because in terms of the team fight here, Nova's yet to have their way in like we saw in game number 1. That way into the mid lane, CY onto the Musashi, was definitely the key to their inevitable victory in game number 1, right?
I have to agree with you, and right now in game number 2, we have to see Xuan and Waypit find these angles to access the backline here, but look at Ching. He's waiting for a prey here. Wendy gets caught out by the Truth Mantra!
Oh, the flash, the Truth Mantra comes through there, but it doesn't actually have as much dictation into this team fight as they thought. Muchi gets the kill here onto Ching as well. So Dharma going down, think inside the box being disrupted. CY, Muchi with the damage. We have the Infinite Fastness coming in onto Snowy. That's a 3-0-3-2 trade, sorry, for the side of Nova Esports.
And CY does not have the ultimate onto the Luna here. You cannot be fighting in the Ogre without your ultimate here. Waypit potential sacrifice for his jungler's mistake here as CY has the ultimate again. Goes for 1v1, misses the ultimate. He has to back off.
Oh, he misses the mark, and that's a detrimental thing here for the side of the Luna on the Nova Esports. But now you can kind of see TT Global, Jing, as well as Crane are looking to try and find CY. Already, Xuan trying to give a bit of reinsurance here to his teammate, but it's not looking too good.
It's not looking too good as TT played that clean, making sure that CY does not hit the refresh mark here. And CY, Waypit, was the punishment on that series. Oh my, what a bombastic series coming into this game too here, Blam.
A very bombastic series at this point in the game. I mean, it's definitely going to be very interesting to see how Nova Esports comes back in this one. But this team fight was definitely kind of like one of those sure shines, right? Like, they were really kind of trying to hope to get some more onto the board, and they were able to get that double kill, able to get that 3-2 trade. But ultimately, CY obviously fell down towards the end, as well as Waypit.
And of course here, and Ching at the live play here gets punished for the side of Nova Esports here, gets taken down as Nova Esports pulls the perfect retreat while getting that 1 kill here. And talking about a replay here, missing that refresh is so pivotal onto CY here. The pressure, man, TT played that so well in the team fight.
I mean, it's one of the things that separates, obviously, some good players to the great players, is if you can kind of mitigate those marks onto the Luna, it really disrupts the absolute potential of her ultimate, right? But right now, Snowrise gets caught out into the brush here. He's just trying to sort of like poke and prod, make a little bit more of awareness here for the rest of the team on TT Global.
I gotta comment on Sunrise here. He's having a splendid game onto this Ogre here. The damage calculation, how much damage he can soak. He's having such a great job onto this Ogre here. He is such a raid boss of tank.
Raid boss indeed, right? I mean, Sunrise having a much more cleaner game here, but it is going to be the Ogre. And I feel like it was kind of like maybe the side of TT Global ban, like basically they draw out the Musashi, right? Musashi being one of the greater counters to the Orgrin, and then they knew game number 2 they would go live. But speaking of going live, is gonna be the whole setup here from Ching. He's getting the kill onto CY as those neutral objectives come online for the second time in game number 2. Looking to stop it there, looking to just make sure to get a bit more pressure into these side lanes.
And that is the beauty, the perfection of TT Global's team composition. You want to take these buffs, you gotta be face checking into several spells here. We're talking about Arrow coming in from Ho Yi, Cannon Blast coming in from Mo Zi here, and Silk Imprint here. Once you get hit by those, you're gonna be seeing a Dharma flying towards your face.
Yeah, I'd say it's not one sight you want to see when you Nova Esports, right? You don't want that Dharma crashing into you and getting those really big truth mantras into your team. Like, the playmaking potential here for the Dharma from Jing as well is what they're really hoping for and banking on here for TT Global.
I agree with you, and right now, TT Global, they have the absolute control with a healthy 5,000 goalie marching towards the next tier 2 of the side of Nova Esports here.
Yeah, taking the T-Team down into the mid lane is going to be very potentially a big play here for TT Global. Looking to start up a bit of a team fight. Waypit does not have the Unbridled Outburst, so a little bit of an overstep there for the side of Nova Esports.
That is a beautiful crowd control change here coming in from TT Global. You land the arrow, you land the Silk Imprint, you land the Cannon Blast. I think Waypit was like, man, 5 seconds of crowd control here, I can't move, buddy.
You can't move, and that's the problem, right? Like, you can't move, you're slowed down. And the thing is about Zhang Fei, right? He can leap and save her in, but trying to leap out when you're being slowed is one of the hardest tasks in Honor of Kings.
It is indeed one of the hardest tasks here, and TT Global making the Shadow Tyrant of light work here. Just like last game here, TT Global mimicking Nova Esports collect the double objective here. They are further looking to push the objective lead coming from the side of their goal lead.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many teams within the KWC at this point, right? They love to go for the double Shadow variant objectives, like we see Twisted Minds like to do it. We see that Nova loves to do it. And now TT Global's like, all right, bet, if you want to play that game, if you want to just lose both of those neutral objectives so we can take the win, let's go.
Let's go indeed, and look at Snowy here. Snowy does not go for the conventional semi-tank on-hit build that features the Doomsday and Sparks Forge. However, he goes for the full critical damage build as he is one of the late game carries on the side of TT Global.
Yeah, a little bit of a difference of the build here for the utility pick that we saw from Inua. But right now, into the team fight is going to be Jing looking to try and get the Truth Mantra on. We see that obviously Waypick goes into the backline. Moochie tries to get the kill onto Snowy, has to use the Infinite Vastness or else he dies. That's 2-0 trade here for TT Global. Looking to push the Crystal.
Snowy does it all. He lands the arrow, he does the engage, and he does the damage per second here. And right now, Vanguards are marching from the side of TT Global here.
Yeah, not looking to sort of go out yet. It's going to be Schwan here onto the Sunset, but gets deleted here. And game number 2 goes over to TT Global.
TT plays a clean game, bringing the series to a 1-all for these both teams here. TT, I gotta say,